healthcare workers to bargain collectively with the Michigan Quality Home Care Council. In part 3 of our special ballot issue election series, Brittany Gray spoke with supporters on both sides of the issue.
Joining us to talk a little bit more about Proposal 4, we have Norm Delisle with the Michigan Disability Rights Coalition and Pat Wright with the Mackinac Center for Public Policy. Norm, I'd like to start with you. You know, some argue that this is forcing family members who care for their loved ones to join a union and thus pay union dues. How do you respond to that?
Well, one thing is that the realities of home care are that unless you have home care, high-quality home care, safe home care, trained home care, you're going to go into a nursing home, and most people don't want to do that. Prior to the organizing of the workers in the home care arena, the wages that were paid in Michigan in most counties were below minimum wage. So I think that as a group, as important as that care is, it's not unreasonable to expect some level of representation for those workers. The other thing is that we're all going to be forced to make choices about care for ourselves, our spouses, or people that we love and care about. And having high-quality home care workers is an absolutely essential part of that.
And Pat, how do you respond to that, the fact that people are saying that family members may be forced into unions?
Well, they have been. The program has actually existed, the home health program has existed since 1981, and it was audited just before the unionization occurred. In 2002, there was 51,000 people that got home health care. In 2003, there was 53,000. In 2004, there was 55,000. Latest figures we have are for 2010, and there were 53,000 people that were participating in it, and this was after unionization occurred. So the idea that we're going to have unionization increase the number of people participating in the program just hasn't turned out to be true. And what you're ending up with is these people who are caring for their own family members who are having money taken out and really not getting much or anything for that money.
You know, one point that Norm brought up was that these people are making a choice, in-home care versus the nursing home, and obviously the in-home care is much less expensive. What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, I think that's entirely true, and the question is does unionization help increase the number of people that will do in-home care? The answer from the facts I just gave you is no, it doesn't. We have proof from the 3 years prior to unionization. As a matter of fact, we've actually gone down a slight bit since unionization has occurred, and we're costing this program $6 million a year that's being taken from providers and being given to the Service Employees International Union.
You know, Norman, as Pat said, he brought up the home health program. There's something similar already in place with the Michigan Home Health Program. So why is Proposal 4 needed? Why does it need to pass?
There was a registry, and it was created before the unionization effort, but it was defunded, and it's an expensive and labor-intensive process, and it's kind of creeping along right now based on small levels of donations. And the reality is that if this proposal doesn't pass, there won't be a registry. It'll have to be either recreated or else it'll have to be started in some other way. The difficulty with that is that unlike the issue about unions, it isn't a long-term process spanning decades. It is something that individuals need each and every day. And even family members get sick. Even family members become ill themselves and require home care. Family members get married, they move out of state. There's always going to be a need for high-quality home care workers, and the easier it is to get, the better the care is.
Okay, and Pat, just finally, you know, is Proposal 4 then necessary to ensure that someone's family member, someone's loved ones stay safe?
No, it isn't. The registry can exist entirely without the union. What's happened is we've had this idea of registries and background checks and all the things you see in the Proposal 4 ads tied to a poison pill of unionization, and it's being paid, the campaign is being paid for by the SEIU in order to allow them to keep getting the $6 million a year that they've taken out, $32 million to date, out of the home health program.
Pat, Norm, I want to thank you both for your time. And, of course, for more information on this proposal or any of the proposals on the November ballot, just head to our website, WLNS.com, and click on the Vote 2012 tab.
All right, Fred's here with sports. He's talking